in India, the problem of air pollution is so bad that breathing pure air is not a luxury, it's a necessity. About 8 million children die every year due to air pollution, indirectly or indirectly. It's a major cause of lung cancer, lung diseases, respiratory problems. There's a study that breathing Delhi air in the winters is equivalent to smoking 44 cigarettes a day. And that is the main reason I came up with Breathify, which was commercially viable, and I decided to launch the product in the market.
We are here for a cause. The problem that Delhi or India is facing is pollution, and that is what we are trying to, sort out to a big extent.
My name is Krrish Chawla. I'm from New Delhi, India. In 2018, I founded the company Breathify Air Purifiers, where my aim was to make low-cost yet effective air purifiers for the masses of India.
This is where the whole idea germinated. This is where we manufacturing probably the world's most pocket-friendly and eco-friendly air purifiers.
Everybody should be able to afford clean air. It's not something that you need to pay a large amount for. And majority of population in India cannot do that. Like, people don't realize how simple it is to actually purify air, and they end up being, a victim to heavy marketing of large companies and paying extra premiums for them for no reason. That is the main reason I wanted to keep the prices extremely low.
Breathify started with Krrish as a single person team. I always supported him from behind the scenes. I gave him administrative support. I gave him a little bit of financial support to start with. He was 19 when he founded the company. So Krrish as a child was very playful, always wanted to go, be out. He was never an indoor kid. He was never a video gaming person like normal children these days are. But unfortunately, in his growing up years, from infancy to early childhood, he was troubled with air pollution a lot.
When I was young, I was always affected by air pollution. I had a lot of coughing. I could not go out during the Diwali season. I used to be wearing N95 masks all the time. And, I was surrounded by air purifiers all the time. And one day I just opened up a normal commercial air purifier and I realized it's a very simple machine. It has only a filter and a fan and nothing else. There's nothing, major behind that machine that is making it work.
He saw the working of the machine and he asked me that how much does this cost? And I told him that it cost about 40,000 rupees in those times.
And that was the turning point. That is what shocked me and surprised me, that such a simple machine, which is just doing a simple job, is costing 35,000-40,000 rupees by the big brands.
He asked me that if the purpose of the machine is just to purify and there's a fan and filter, then why does it cost so much? And in all jokes, I just told him, ki, if you think it's so easy, why don't you make it? He said, okay, Dad, I take up your challenge.
So that's when I started developing my own models, own prototypes. So I did that and constantly built prototypes, conducted a few researches on air purification. I cut down all the unnecessary things in the commercial machines like automatic modes and unnecessary filters and night mode and fan speeds and all that, fancy things, OLED displays. So I cut down all that and stuck to only the basics. And after about a year and a half or two of all this and designing more than 300 prototypes, I finally came up with Breathify, which was commercially viable, and I decided to launch the product in the market. The main challenges that I initially faced were that a school kid making an air purifier being adopted into the market was very, very difficult. Like, people were not initially believing that this machine works as efficiently as the other commercial products. But slowly and slowly, I was giving people live demonstrations. I was holding social awareness camps in hospitals, schools, orphanages, old age homes. And I used to have this machine called a laser air quality monitor, which determines the level of air quality at a given time. So when I used to keep that monitor in front of the Breathify purifier, the air quality level used to fall down to below 5. And that is an industry revolution because in commercial products, it only falls down to about 50 or 60. But in Breathify, less than 5 was a game changer. So when people actually saw that side by side compared to a 20,000-30,000 air purifier, they actually got surprised and they actually started, experimenting the product. People purchased a few initially.
At the moment, we have 5 models, which caters to 5 different sizes of rooms, starting from 150 square feet to 750 square feet.
And I also have a smart model which you can voice activate if you're not at home and you want the air in your room to be purified before you reach home. You can just switch it on from your phone if you're anywhere, and by the time you're home, your room will be purified.
I must compliment and appreciate and thank Honorable Mr. Amitabh Kant, the CEO of Niti Aayog, who gave us a time slot for just 5 minutes and ended up spending 25 minutes with us. And he was so impressed with the machine and he told us कि एक machine आप मेरे office में छोड़ के जाओ.
When I used to ask people, what do you think an air purifier is used for? Especially in, common areas like slums, orphanages, old age homes. People used to say, मुझे पता ही नहीं है. मेरे को पता ही नहीं है air pollution का क्या problems होते हैं. And I used to explain to them after that, giving this example of the cigarettes, that just breathing normally in a day is causing you that much harm. And then people used to be shocked. And then they used to say, oh, मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ इससे बचने के लिए. And then I used to tell them, yes, look, if you want to solve the problem of pollution, you can grow all the trees you want, but that will be a very long-term solution. The only short-term fix and immediate fix which can benefit you as a person as well, and not only the future generations, because your safety is also important, is air purification and indoor air purification. I've seen many people come back to me and thank me later that my mother had an asthmatic condition, and after installing the air purifier it got solved. Those are the aspects that really touched my heart and made me really proud of what I'm doing right now. So it's a product which is made for India by the Indians, and I'm surely very proud of that.